Man United legend Roy Keane involved in ugly incident with supporter after Man City defeat. Manchester United legend Roy Keane was involved in an altercation with a supporter following his former side's 2-0 defeat to Manchester City on Saturday. An Eric Bailly own goal and Bernardo Silva strike was enough for Pep Guardiola's side to secure all 3 points. But tempers appeared to boil over in the aftermath. United were outplayed by City, who won at Old Trafford with relative ease. Bailly gave the visitors the perfect start in the 7th minute, slicing into his own net and past David De Gea. And Bernardo doubled City's advantage just before the interval, with the Portugal international poking past De Gea from a tight ankle. It was a joyous day for Guardiola's team, who will now be targeting yet another Premier League title. But, for United, it was another difficult day at the office. And Keane, after the game, appeared to grow angry at the way he was being spoken to by a supporter. Think you know sport? Test your sporting knowledge with our tricky quiz. The former Republic of Ireland international was signing autographs for fans when one took issue with him, in footage captured by Darren Russell. The man appeared to call Keane a P, which forced the retired midfielder into responding. The United legend accused the fan of having a few drinks and taking it out on me, that his side were beaten. And he then stormed off in anger afterwards, walking back towards the media zone at Old Trafford. It was a disappointing day for United, who are now all but out of the title race already. And Keane was critical of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer after the game, saying, "You have to draw the line now. It's not quite happening." Don't miss Zidane conflicted over Man United job. Arteta has 9 undroppables after Arsenal beat Leicester. Messi hits back at Barcelona over playing for free. Ole is a brilliant guy and an honest guy, but management is about survival, and he's got to get a result in the next game. A coach or a manager can't give a player courage. I have to remind myself it's hard out there, but they shouldn't be 11 points behind Chelsea. I think Ole will be under more pressure than the Liverpool game. The way they lost, it's a derby game. Ole was shook up in that interview. It's tough for a manager when you've got beat in a match and he's getting asked hard questions, but he steps up, and he always has, and I'll give him that. But if you're a manager, this morning he spoke about the players being in a good mood in the hotel, whatever the hell they were doing. You're going into a match looking at the bus and Shaw, Maguire, Fred, and your job is depending on these guys? You're in trouble. You got international players. Anyone who tells me Fred is good enough for United, they're in cuckoo land. Cavani is 30-odd. You can't hang your hat on him every week. I can imagine Ole looking at players and not knowing what you're going to get. Mika will enjoy their day and they all have their little day. Liverpool won title in 30 years. Man United are in a bad place, but there's a way out. Is Ole the man to do it? Huge question marks. I hope he is, but it's more hope than belief. Solskjaer, meanwhile, insisted he was still the right man for the job. I have good communication with the club, he said. I want the best for United, and as long as I'm here I want to do everything I can to improve this. And he added, very difficult to talk about because we started off badly, passive, and when they got the first goal it was always going to be difficult. David kept us in the game and they scored a goal they always score. They played well, and they don't give you opportunities, so some praise has to go to them, but we were not at our level. I think the whole place went a little bit, of course you get disappointed, but we still don't trust ourselves with the ball. They made it hard for us, but sometimes we chose